Get back into it.
So that's what I had for Leo. So where did you find the regular? That's Leo.
This.
Okay.
But this is right, but this is on your H drive somewhere, right? Yes?
I think it's only the basic one.
Okay, then you need to. Okay, so are you saving all this to the one on the S drive? Because you cannot do that.
I'm not saving it on the S drive. I save it onto my desktop.
Okay, but it needs to be in that same folder with your cross battery software.
Okay.
So
File Explorer.
just drag it over there.
Right there. That's it. Oh, whoops.
Okay, so the cross battery software. Can I talk while you're doing this?
Yes,
okay.
Except I don't know if I know what I'm doing.
It's right there. That just drag
this.
that. Yeah, that just needs to.
Killing
me.
That's what's in my.
It's already in your macros folder.
Yeah, it is.
Well then,
but it's not. I don't know that it's the right version.
It is.
Oh, the XFAS that's in the CLIM that's in the XFAS is what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I was using the one that was CLIM.
So
okay, I get it.
So the XFAS or the cross battery software is this massive Excel file. And it has these macros that sometimes are enabled and some are not. And sometimes it talks nice and sometimes it doesn't. It is an old program, right? Even with the updated version, it is still an old program. And so it doesn't always talk like it should. And it's a massive file. So like it doesn't always open. It takes several minutes to open. So Dr. Ortiz, did like just a CLIM macro enabled Excel spreadsheet, but it is not apples for apples. You only get like the most popular version of the CLIM graph that we use, and that's fine for more experienced diagnosticians. Mm-hmm. But our bilingual diagnostician that's on this case for Sarah wants the other one because it attaches numbers to the graphs. Okay, the standalone is a smaller file and it does not attach numbers to the graphs. To most people, it's not a big deal, but in this situation, that's what she would like. So, okay.
I did it on the wrong file.
She did it on the wrong file. Okay, so what have you done? Where are we here?
Is that CLIM Analyzer?
Grow up. Okay. So did you create a new file? What did you just do?
I just opened her XFAS that I had.
That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you doing her? Darn macros. Okay. I can't deal with that. It's way too much for me. All right, so we can do this. So you drop down here. You pick your primary battery. And you can put the other stuff in here too. You just can't do the drop down more than once or it'll redo it. So
I told you it's pickled.
But mine does it. Why is yours not working?
I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Mm-hmm.
But are they entered? Because all the tabs are at the bottom. But if I go over here to the whisk,
it may not all be in there. I just start a new one. See if that works.
No, we're just going to enter it. Okay, I'm going to pull it up on my computer.
Okay. Right. One by one.
Well, let her do it.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to have to help her though. Let me pull up Sarah. We gave her the whisk, but our drop down is not working. Hi, welcome to problem solving with core technology.
Yes.
Okay?
We'll figure it out.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You might have to help her with where stuff is.
Okay.
So we're going to do it box by box. It's going to be easiest that way. So drop down this first box and tell me what from the whisk is there. Because we also have the batteria. We also give her the batteria. So we've got, but that's the Spanish version, and we don't enter the Spanish tests in the CLIM. But we can enter the English language testing in the CLIM.
Okay. Is there a reason why we don't do the Spanish?
Because this is an analysis of English scores for ESL children.
That makes sense.
And we don't have any other tests that test in another language except the batteria. Or, like the Spanish test, KBC, you can. A couple of the others.
Okay.
So go to that first box. And do you have any Woodcock Munoz or whisks?
We have whisk for cancellation, matrix reasoning.
Okay, so we are whisk 5 or Woodcock Munoz 3. So you have matrix
Okay.
reasoning?
For Whisk 5, we have 2 Spanish, so we're not gonna do those.
Mm-mm.
We have cancellation random, cancellation structured, matrix reasoning, and visual puzzles.
Okay, matrix reasoning is a 95. Put that in there. And visual puzzles is 100.
Of course it does. Goes all the way back to the top.
Okay, go to your next one.
Low moderate.
I don't even know which one it is. Just tell me, drop it down and tell me your Woodcock Munoz
Yeah.
or your Whisk English 5 subtest, and I'll tell you the scores to input.
Whisk 5 has a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Block design.
Okay, block design is 100. And yes, it does take everybody this long. It's not just you.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do you want the no time bonus or the partial score?
No.
No. Okay. Coding.
Coding is an 80. Symbol search should be on that same one too.
Yes. And picture span.
All right. Symbol search is an 85.
And then picture span.
95.
Is there anything else that should be on that one? There was a lot of other,
Immediate symbol translation.
and then digit span, immediate and delayed, and then digit span.
Okay, so we
backwards.
only did immediate and it's a
Okay.
92.
And then backwards we did.
Mm. You ready for that one?
I think backwards is in this box. Yes.
55.
Oh, digit span backwards, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Digit span backwards is at 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you bring a laptop charger?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, this is what we have so far, and we'll choose separate boxes.
Yes, keep going. We're going to do all 6 boxes.
Okay.
Keep going.
I don't know if there's, what was the other, it was Whisk 5 or what else was?
WMLS 3.
We didn't do any of the integrated.
Mm.
We didn't do delayed symbol translation?
Mm-mm.
Just, okay. So then the next box. How do we scribble? Oh, there you go. Touch screen for the win. Digit span.
Forward or sequencing?
It just says digit span.
Oh,
So do you want the
no.
forward?
Just the digit span score. Just digit span is a 3. It's a scaled score of a 3. So just put a 3 in there and it should populate it.
It came out of 65.
Mm-hmm.
And then digit span forward.
Is a 90.
And then digit span sequencing.
75.
And then letter number sequencing.
We didn't give that one.
Okay.
Oh, we also give the C-top, but I don't think those have popped up in where you are. The C-top too. So let me know if that pops up.
There's no W5 in.
No C-top too.
Picture concepts is the only one for this box from Whisk 5.
Nope. We didn't get picture concepts.
There are a couple CTOP, the memory for digits and sound matching in the other box. No? Okay.
We are missing figure weights, and that's usually from the WISC 5. It's usually on the left, but keep going, and we'll go back and fix it if we.
Did we do CTOP rapid digit naming?
Rapid digit naming, yes.
Okay.
Rapid digit naming is 95.
CTOP blending non-words or non-word repetition? No.
Okay.
Did we do arithmetic? Okay. And then, so figure weights?
Figure weights is a 100.
And then naming speed letter number?
Okay.
Okay.
Rapid letter naming from CTOP we did.
Yes, we have that one.
That's a 90.
90 or 95? Oh,
Digit
letter
naming. Letter naming is a 90. Digit is a 95.
There's also elision. Elision.
An 80.
How do you say that?
Elision.
Elision.
I say elision. Some people say elision.
80. Blending words.
115.
Rapid color naming or segmenting non-words
No.
in CTOP? No. Okay. Comprehension,
No.
naming speed, quantity,
No.
integrated sentence recall.
No.
Okay.
Phoneme isolation we do.
Is that CTOP?
That's probably on the high.
You are correct. It is on the high. You said that was what?
75.
Rapid object naming from CTOP. Size, naming speed, size, color, object, similarities. We did do similarities.
Yeah.
We've got 2 left. Well, we just have GC left, and that should all be high.
Similarities and vocabulary. Right?
Similarities is a 90. And vocab's a 55. Are there no Woodcock Munoz options on there? WMLS isn't on there.
Yeah, double check that.
Oh, there it is.
Analogies or oral comp?
Both.
Analogies is a 64. And oral comp is a 69. It's all the English testing.
You said 69?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got it. And did we have her marked as moderately different or significantly different?
I think we went with significant.
Okay, so what we do, Jewel, is you have the option of determining the level of linguistic difference, slightly different, moderately different, or markedly different. So, I'm gonna mess with this. And so you can go to okay, so this walks you through like degree of difference. So if you want a definition of your degree, don't tell me that. God, I had it all done. Time summary. Okay, CLM statements. So these are sample interpretive statements. This is in our template. So let me backtrack a little bit. So you're right now, we're using the CLM to determine if we feel like the scores are valid, given the fact that they're ESL, or is it an invalid measure because they're ESL, right? And so a lot of this is, see, you hear that invalid. You'll see these terms if you look in the CLM statements. So we're really only considering this from our perspective for SLD. Of course, there are going to be other times when it's impactful, especially if you have a newcomer. But the majority of the time you're going to use these statements and you're going to use this for information is for suspicion of an SLD. So, now everybody has dyslexia. So this gives you some sample statements. We have shortened these and it is in our template for if we need to use it, right? This is very detailed and ours is shorter. I'm not going to read this to y'all, but this is if there's a global cognitive impairment, this is, and then the other one is about SLD. So that's in there for that. Okay. This gives you a little blurb on if you're going to make them slightly different with their linguistics, moderately different, or markedly different. So sometimes I say, how ESL are they, right? Are they a newcomer? Were they born here? Were their parents born here? Have they only been educated in English? Were they bilingual and now they're a denial? So these little blurbs will tell you which one to mark, and that changes your graphs, okay?
We went with markedly because...
For Sarah.
Yeah, for Sarah, because she was born here, but her mom, I think only Spanish is spoken at home.
And she was in bilingual.
Was bilingual for a year, and
Yep.
she's taking Spanish classes outside of school, so that's...
And mom doesn't have any concerns about her in Spanish. So she's, mom says she can read in Spanish. We were there at that meeting when mom said that. Okay. So, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So we're going to make her markedly different. Seriously, CLM? It's killing me, Smalls. It's killing me. Okay, but then it did it.